Hi, my name is Susan Lee McDonald, and I'm one of the co-founders of Dumpling Treats. We're based in Don Mills, Ontario, and we started this treat company really just when we were sharing treats with our neighbors. During the pandemic, we were outside gardening and everyone was walking their dogs, and we just shared our treats. Dumpling's our first dog, and when he was almost 1, I decided to make treats for him. It wasn't a business plan. It was just something that happened very organically. It was just something I did for Dumpling. I made him healthy treats, and as COVID happened and there was the lockdown, we continued to make it, and we were just gardening and we were sharing treats. That's when I found out. So it was honestly all very organic, very unexpected, and yeah, it was great. So our treats are 1 ingredient dog treats. They're very healthy. They're dehydrated over 24 hours, all hand cut. So extremely healthy and actually incredibly tasty. When you dehydrate treats, everything is concentrated, so the flavors are very full without having to add any extra ingredients, just all its own natural flavors. So we have 4 flavors. Beef heart is actually our #1 seller with the dogs. A beef heart is actually a muscle and an organ, so when the texture comes out like steak, and the organ part is a little bit gamey, so the dogs love that little gamey, that little extra smell to it. So it's like the dogs literally go crazy for it. And our very close second one is chicken breast, and it's pure chicken breast, very healthy, lean. So it's another favorite of the parents and the dogs. And our third one is salmon skin, which is full of omega-3s and 6s, great for their fur and their skin. Yeah, I find it's the most nutritious one. And then last is our sweet potato, which we actually roast for 1 hour first so it caramelizes, and then we dehydrate it. So it's actually full of flavor. Yeah, we actually make the product in our home. We gutted our basement, so we have a designated kitchen that we just make dog treats there. It just gives us a little bit of a separation from our home life to our work life, which is great. And the whole family is involved. My boys do the stamping of the bag. I mostly do the cutting and all that, but it's truly a family affair. We all help. So I have the salmon skin here, which is the one that I always recommend just because it's so nutritious. Again, like, it's full of omega-3s and 6s, which the body doesn't produce. It's just something that it's great for their skin and their coat. I've noticed difference in Dumpling's coat within 2 weeks of actually starting him on it. So I always suggest this one, the salmon skin. And then we have the beef heart, which is actually our #1 seller for the dogs. They just go crazy over this. Beef heart is a muscle and an organ, so the muscle side comes out like steak. Who doesn't like steak, especially a dog? And then the organ side comes out a little bit gamey, so they just love that combo. Dumpling's treats. Dumpling is actually my dog's name, and these were treats that I made for him. That's just as simple as it gets, and we just like to keep things simple, to be honest. Like our process is very simple, 1 ingredient. So we just figure the branding should be very simple as well. Like, that's all we really just want to get through, is that we want quality ingredients, comes out with quality products. I think our biggest achievement to date would be winning the Toronto Raptors and True Shield Small Business Contest. That was an incredible experience, beyond our wildest dreams. That contest, we were featured at 3 Raptors games. Our first one was Toronto versus the Lakers, and it was in LA. Our logo was actually digitally on the Lakers court for the whole first half. Like, we just joke around and said LeBron James was stepping all over our logo, and obviously the Raptors too. But that was pretty mind-blowing. And then the second game, it was Jack and Matt actually talking about our company live on air for probably a minute, and yeah, that was like just unbelievable. And then the third game was they gave us advertisement. It was called, I think, Courtside. So all around the court, we had it for 15 seconds. So if you blinked, you would have missed it, but we saw it obviously, and it was incredible. And on top of that, they gave us 6 billboards of downtown Toronto for, I think it was 10 days. And yeah, that's crazy. And yeah, it was unbelievable.